again. Share that beat of love. I wanna ride all night. Work it in the middle. Sun and light. All night. Work it in the middle. Sun and light. Ooh, baby, I love your stroke. I'm the S to the E, R, G, the I, the E.
Sir
and
King.
Can no other lady put it down like me. I'm Fergalicious.
Welcome to Tofu Alley.
Stay vicious. I be up in the gym just working on my fitness. He's my witness. I put your boy on rock, and
Sir
he be
King.
running down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious. It's hot, it's so delicious. I put them boys on rock, so delicious.
Welcome to Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I hope you had a pleasant day. And everything's okay your way. All right, so let's jump into it. We're gonna talk about a couple things real quick. Regarding the real world. Listen, they saying the government gonna shut down at midnight tonight because I guess the Democrats refused to vote. I guess on a budget bill or something like that. So stay tuned for that. I think the Democrats may be getting. I think they're asking for the cuts that happen in Medicaid to come back, like for them to, readjust those. For what I'm hearing, so like I said, it should be very interesting. But they also saying that Trump is going to use this as a way to get rid of another set of government employees. So it's a lot of political chess going on around here. So we'll see. Um, what else I want to talk about? Keep your prayers up for Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, if y'all watched that game last night, I guess it was the Dolphins versus the Bills. His leg got contorted, like his legs is like turned in a position that it should never turned in. And yeah, so yeah, he's pretty much done for the season. Like that's crazy. Like that's to me, when your leg turn like that, that don't look like a break. That look like a ligament issue involved with a break as well. So yeah. So prayers up to Tyreek Hill. That's the crazy situation. And when you look at the video, it wasn't really a violent hit. It wasn't a violent hit. It was just we see that normal times where they get hit and they roll to the ground and that's it. But somehow, some way, you know, he got messed up in that situation, and he also going through that whole divorce with his wife and all that. That's crazy. That's. I was thinking about will his wife sit up there and text him and see how he doing. So I don't know what else going on. Oh, let's talk about Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny is a Latino, you could say, a Puerto Rican artist, reggaeton, I guess, and he's gonna be headlining the Super Bowl. And when I heard that, I was like, "What?" I was like, mm, I mean, that's how I felt. I was like, no, no. And nothing against Bad Bunny, but I just think that football, especially the Super Bowl, is an American um, major event, sporting event. Now I understand he's on tour, he's having a great tour, and that's great. But that don't mean that's going to translate over to United States, especially when it's not done in English. I mean, and I was like, yo, is this a setup for something to happen? Because Trump gonna say something. Trump is involved with the NFL to the highest degree. So when I was like, damn, I was like, Trump ain't gonna say nothing about this, but I feel Trump is gonna say something because unless he's good friends with Bad Bunny, unless he's good friends with Bad Bunny, he's not gonna say anything. But if he's not, he gonna say something, and that's gonna be as he approaches. More people gonna be like, "What? Like what?" And don't get me wrong, Bad Bunny, for what I see, he got some hits, but they're in a different language. You know what I mean? So it's hard for people to connect with that when it's done in a different language. So, yeah. What's the other thing I want to talk about? The stock market, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Everything gonna be going. Everything right now. So everything. Okay, some things hinge on this job report. I mean, not just excuse me. Some of these things hinge on this government shutdown. Okay, but a lot of things hinge on this job report that's going to be released on Friday. Now, catch this. They said that if the government shuts down, that there won't be any job reports released. I said, interesting, interesting, because it's coming from the federal government. I said, interesting. Won't be released until the government opens back up. I said that's very interesting because I feel those job numbers are only going to cement that our economy is stalling and it's slowing down, and that's going to torpedo down the market. I feel, but we're still going to edge up. Like the tech companies are blowing it out the water. I felt like what who what company? Oh, Nvidia went up again because I think something dealing with CoreWeave where they got another deal, and I'm like, yo, AI is the place to be because the really their money comes from productivity, not based on human labor, right? So the ones that's going to suffer are your fast food restaurants and your Lululemons. Those are the companies that are going to have a hard time. And what I'm seeing from my observation is gold. Gold is going up, is increasing, is going up because a lot of gurus see that our economy is stalling, and the one safeguard against that is gold, from what I see. So we'll see, but I think that job report number, they already hinted at it before, is going to be is going to continue the decline. I honestly feel that. I honestly feel that. So what else we gonna talk about? So the gym situation is going fine. It's going good. Like I said, I had to adjust to it. The new places, but I'm understanding that like the peak and lows of the people who go there. We played basketball today, but one of the guys was sick. I was like, oh, it was weird because he was sick last time. I'm like, you need to go get. I didn't tell him that, but I was like, that's unusual to be sick like that 2 weeks in a row. It was like he wasn't coughing or anything, but it was just like he couldn't go 100%, and I thought that was just very odd. And he's not like he out of shape. I think something else is going on, but I stay out of people's business. Oh, also, I was at the Walmart the other day because I told you about this Walmart where they just blatant with the Spanish thing. So, lady go up to this white girl. Now, I thought she might have been Hispanic too. She sat up there and told that lady from Walmart because the lady from Walmart was trying to tell her something. And she told that lady, I don't speak no Spanish. I said, ooh. I said, ooh. I said, ooh. She said, the customer told the lady at Walmart, I don't speak no Spanish. I'm like, ooh. I said, and all the lady could do was like kind of smile and back the hell away from her. Like, I said, it just ain't me. And she did it. She wasn't remorseful about it. She was just like, I don't speak no Spanish. And just kept on with her purchase. I was like, ooh, child. I was like, okay. What else we want to talk about? So we talked about Tyreek Hill. We talked about the government shutdown, Bad Bunny. Listen, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world. But y'all, this is the crazy thing. It ain't no black on white crime. Like the white crime, listen, listen. That's why we telling women, leave the women alone. So it was a man, he poured gasoline on another man that was cheating with his wife and set his ass on fire. I was like, oh boy, that's why you gotta be careful who you date. You gotta be careful what their situation is because you don't even know if they've been lying to you and you get caught up in the middle of that shit. That's insane. You be walking down the street and all you feel somebody throw some water on you and it's some damn gasoline. Wow. That's crazy. So it's a lot of crazy, man. It's so many. I was before I came online, I was looking to see the stories online. Man, there's so many crazy stories online, cheating, just a whole bunch of just crazy stuff. Like it's just crazy. Just a lot. It's just our world is woo child. Mm-mm. What you say, Black Strawberry Apple? You said, oh no, yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, and then I read another story about somebody said well, they said some Congress person, no, some government aide like congressional aid or something, like, set herself on fire. I was like, what? Yeah, it's this world, and I feel like it's been intentional because if you know how, if you grew up at the time where they were talking about God and talking about religion, you don't hear no more about that in the public space unless you take a dedicated effort to really like seek that or reach that. What's up, Auntie Donna? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you and all that you do. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in this world that's just really crazy. Just really, really crazy. So that's my real world news. That's all I really got to say, to be honest. Yeah. All right, we'll be. What's up, Detached? How you doing? Thank you for being here as well. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a brief commercial break, and we're gonna break down all this stuff. Ness Cation, Jay Wilson, bitter ass, lemon, and his crossing his legs. Child, ooh, child. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Money, okay? Okay. Because I love you. All right. All right. Now you ready? Okay. What you got? I like the way you comb your hair. I like those stylish clothes you wear. Huh. And just those little things you do. Huh. That shows how much I really care. Say it. Like when I'm all alone with you. Got it. You know exactly what to do. Huh. Don't be so fine inside of me. You better stop, Charlie. Get your ass. Get your ass.
Woo. Anyway, Quante. Um, Hello, Brixton, babe. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you are able to catch a laugh with us today. All right, so I'm not gonna be on long. I'm just coming on give my recap because things can change in an instant. So you miss Kwani. I wonder what Kwani up to, child. I wonder what Kwani up to for real, for real. But times are changing. I mean, times are changing. And people are moving on. I mean, to be honest, I had to do a point of reflection. Like this new stuff, I mean, those older people who were in their 50s back in the day when the B sector was popping, like they looking at it now like, what? I ain't got nothing in common with them with these current day people over here, and I can see how that forces them to separate. Um, so let's get into what we want to talk about real quick. So let me talk about Lemon and that whole leg folding, like that whole leg situation. Now I heard about it, but I didn't see it, and then I saw it, and I'm like, mm. Oh yeah, I was like, or more like, oh hell no, to the no, no.
Oh, hell no. Ooh, child.
Yeah, Lemon, child, listen, I know right now there's about 35 women up in here and 3 men. Okay, I've always wondered as a man when I see other men with their legs crossed like that. First, it looks very feminine. First, it looks very feminine. But then I say to myself, do they have any balls? Do they have any balls? Because I tried to do that and my balls were screaming, what the hell are you doing? And I had to immediately cease and desist from doing that. And when you just sit there and Lemon, when you did that little thing, when you were trying to make fun of Krista and wiggling your legs and all that, and then you immediately like crossed your leg like that, and there wasn't no like gap or nothing, like there wasn't no stoppage or anything like that. I said, "Oh hell no!" I said, "This nigga over here, he been doing that since the age of 5, because it was too smooth and it was too clean. It was too smooth and it was too clean, and you had it prop just right. Okay, that's a Gayle King move or Oprah Winfrey or somebody. That's all Michelle Obama. That's how Michelle Obama sit like that." And I was like, "Ooh." I said, "Well, I can't. I'm doing it right now, y'all. I can't even listen. I can't even get the other leg over the other leg. I can't even get the other leg over the other leg. Let it down. I can't even get the leg over the other leg. Let it lower down. Now I can set listen. Now I can sit my ankle on top of my other knee, right? But in terms of the execution of the purpose of the angle down, oh hell no, 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 I can't. I can't. That thing went." I said, what? All I was listen, y'all. I was just waiting for the hands to cover the knee. I was just waiting for the hands to cover the knee. Boop, boop. Just cross over, down, and then put the hands on top of. I was just waiting. I was just waiting. Well, then, Lemon, that was too smooth and too clean, and you sat there for a long time in that position, which lets me know you've been doing that since the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I was like, oh, child, Lemon, be you. I mean, well, yeah, you are being. Anyway, so yeah, what's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. That's my commentary on that. I saw that. I was like, oh, because I know people over exaggerate on here and they embellish, and you're like, oh, that ain't that. But when I saw that, and Lemon, what's wrong with your legs? Your legs are very thin. Like, I'm just saying, like, as a man, your legs are very thin. Like, like you don't have any force to your legs, is what I mean. So if you had to have a strong foundation to pick somebody up or whatever, you won't. Like, I don't know. So I was just like, anyway, move right along. Let me alone, because he gonna start crying and whining. But I was just let me. Mm-mm. Unless they cut your balls off, then that would make sense as to why you ain't got. I don't know. Maybe Lemon is really a woman. I don't know. Maybe Lemon is trans. Maybe Lemon is trans. I never thought about that. Maybe Lemon is trans. I don't know. Mm. What's up with Tanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. My father, is that Rodney? Oh. All right, let's get into this whole now this Jay Wilson situation. Jay Wilson is bitter, bitter, jealous. It makes me feel that he has generational envy. So I'm listening live. He going in on Nesscation. And he like, oh, Roddy. And when we had nobody knew, and it's like someone who's jealous that they're not getting invited to something that everybody else is. And it was like, damn, Jay Wilson, you're not getting invited because you old. No offense, but Jay Wilson wouldn't even fit in that situation. He would be so out of place. But the hate that he had, he was going in, and he gonna sit up there and tell Brian, "Oh, oh, you taking that? See, you react too much. You react too much." Now, mind you, Brian has reacted to Lemon's threats that he will bop him and mop him and all that other stuff, right? So he telling Brian, "Oh, you so reactive, and you react." And I'm like, what does Jay Wilson say anytime somebody gonna get him? Oh yeah, you come over here, I'm gonna get you arrested. I got 5 neighbors. They are all cops, and the law is for the lawless. And you come over here. You try coming over. So I'm like, how is Jay Wilson going in on Brian talking about being overreactive when Jay Wilson does the same thing? But listen, y'all, this is what Jay Wilson gonna fuck up. Now. Listen, Jay Wilson must really be in a pinch for money. He must really be in a pinch for money, okay? Because he's going brought a lot. Listen, his live had nothing but dead because it was Themus O up there, it was Roe up there, it was Brian up there, and they all deserted his live because he had left, right? So he was left because he was at work, and I'm like, you doing a live while at work? And we hear all the meeting chimes going off. Ding, bing, 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 bing. But then he come back, he arguing with Brian. Like, you don't listen to me and I tell you this. And I'm like, you supposed to be at the workplace focused. Focused. And you gonna sacrifice your job for a little any teeny weeny YouTube check? I was like, man, you either got your priorities mixed up or you really need this YouTube money. I was just like, damn, like, bro, you really out of job. And he said, I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. So obviously he wasn't home. I was like, I was just like, I was like, wow. So yeah, he has generational envy, and he sees that these youngins are going over here and they're doing the damn thing, and then he's sitting up there saying, "Ooh, Ness, they sent. I see this all mess." And then Coco Babe, I know Chocolate Babe, but I call him Coco Babe because you get mad when his name is mentioned. Well, Coco Babe, I wonder if Coco Babe name really supposed to be out there. Does Coco Babe know that they told him that people coming? With us, no, we had Haitian Princess, Red Princess, uh Stephanie Gomez and Julia Roberts, and nobody knew they were coming. And I was like, okay, and because you wanted all the attention on you. So what if Coco Babe is going over there to uh Nescation? Like, you were so messy. And it seemed like you were jealous because maybe you had a rapport with Coco Bay, and now that interaction has ceased, and now he's going over there with Ness. It's just like, Jay Wilson, you are just too old to be that jealous. Like, I was just really very interesting. Brixton Babe says, "Do you think he would have learned to keep you two completely separate from to his job?" But Brixton Babe, look, what does he have as his profile pic? A professional picture of him. Like, I'm like, bro, like, yo, like, you can't, like, if anything's go down, which it already has, you have no way of like refuting that that's you. Like, like, yeah, it's just weird. Like, it's just really weird. I don't understand that. Um, what's the other thing I want to talk about? So apparently Ness is falling out with Stefan and all that other stuff. I don't get that dynamic, but I guess she was a great supporter of. Well, I guess they had a great rapport. Now Ness let it slip that she bought something for Stefan with his name on it. So when they met in Seattle, she was going to give it to him, but she said, "Oh no, you don't even come no more." All this other stuff, and she gonna look for somebody in Seattle whose name is Stefan and give it to them. I was like, "Child, ain't y'all petty?" But Ness feels that a lot of people are going to try to create drama or back out as the date gets closer and closer and closer and closer. Because everybody said they going, but they ain't show no damn ticket. They ain't show no hotel. They ain't show nothing. I said, interesting. Then on top of that, we had this whole situation that was gonna go down with Ro and Shaquille. They were gonna get married. But I guess Ro went onto his page and says, "Nah, I'm not really feeling that. I felt you toyed with me before. I don't think this is a good suggestion, right?" So then Ro sits up there and says, "Oh, well, Brian, since you like Shaquille, maybe you can marry him." I was like, wow. I was like, y'all know really how to get people ticking. Y'all really do. So I don't know. So is Brian gonna now marry Shaquille? Ooh, that I don't know. It's interesting. Bristol Bay says, "I reckon there are going to be a lot of fallouts before these trips." Ness is right. Yeah, I feel so too. I mean, I don't want that to happen. I do wish maybe some people would show up, but I think a lot of people are going to um have one reason or another to not go. You know, maybe due to finances, maybe due to fear. I don't know. It's just like people talk it up until the moment approaches. But I think Ness will have her key people there. Ness, don't overextend yourself financially because you said you already spent $300 to $400, and you don't even know if these people really gonna commit like that. So if you're gonna spend money, make sure if you spend it, you're gonna be able to use it, right? So whatever you buy, whether it be clothing, food, or other arrangements, that you are able to treat yourself if they don't show, because that'd be messed up. You buy shirts for people and their asses don't even come. So that's a crazy situation right there. Um, what else? Anything else? Anybody got any other questions? I mean, Pizarro is running around talking about this trifecta, but the trifecta is defunct. Let's be honest. And I don't even consider ODS part of the trifecta. He's like the hang along, to be honest. And that's no offense, but the trifecta really is Brianna, Pizarro, and Nika, right? And ODS, you know, you know, inserted himself into that. But I honestly feel like Pizarro, you can't be bragging on the trifecta because Brianna ain't even on here. She only come on here when she low on cash or when the holidays about to pop up, which they're about to. So watch Brianna show up magically because she in need of some money or she in need of a way to pay for all them damn toys for all them damn kids who gonna pop up again around the holidays. Mika, she come on when she wants to. She tired and she want to retire. So that only leave Pizarro tired there. So the trifecta is defunct, right? And y'all reemerge when y'all want to, when you want something. And y'all tell y'all friends, tell y'all fans, I want to come on here to meet my threshold on YouTube. Like y'all don't even respect the people that support y'all. Like that's the weirdest situation. Crazy. Um, I do agree with Ness. Ness called out Limit and said that she don't think they're gonna be doing limitation. I totally agree. I totally agree. Oh Lord, somebody dropping some tea in the chat. We heard it. Switched a lower court district attorney to a higher court DA in the dog case. Why? That's the question. We heard it. Thank you for dropping the news that we can use, but switched a lower court district attorney to a higher court. But why? We heard it. Tell us why though. Because uh, that's not good. That's not good. So they switched DAs. That's not good. That's not good. Mm. Now, I mean, the only question to that would be why, and is it because the people kept calling up there and doing and elevating the situation? Because honestly, I think if Rico wasn't on here, they would have dismissed that situation. But who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? People are very messy on here, and they know how to harass the authorities to and distort shit to make the authorities take it seriously than it should be taken. So, um, but God, I mean, Rico, you need to get on your knees and pray because I hope you don't. I'm all for animals, but I hope Rico don't do no damn prison time for no dog. You know, you know. Mm, mm. DA, we heard it says DA explains that they forwarded to right. Okay, but there has to be a reason as to why though. We heard it. There has to be a statement saying due to the seriousness of this or due to the high volume of calls we as an office received, we are taking this action and referring it to a higher court. There has to be, I feel, in whatever you're looking at, there has to be a justification as to why. But maybe they didn't. Maybe they just said they want to refer it to a higher court. But either way, obviously they're taking it serious enough to do so. Um, so I don't know. I mean, that's not a good look. You can only wonder why as to why that transpired. Yeah, I don't. Some of that stuff is just like, damn, that's a real life situation. And some people just view it as entertainment, he harmed, but that's a real life situation where, unfortunately, he may find himself incarcerated or significantly impacted based on what they find. I don't know. I mean, because then you got the situation where the police was there and they got to give their own statement. So you know if their statement is corroborating what people are sending to them online, I mean offline, then they have to take that, I guess, seriously. But I don't know why we forwarded to a higher court. I don't know. But nonetheless, Rico, prayers to you, buddy. Prayers to you, because that is, I don't know. Child, I don't know. Anything else? Anything else going on in the YouTube streets? Okay. So this whole, I honestly feel like, oh, one more thing. Ness says she'll be calling the cops on Lemon if he fights Shaquille or whoever's there. So that's her words, not mine. She said if anybody come out there fighting, she will call the police on them. So don't expect no help from Ness if you act out there in Seattle. She said she will call the police on you, and she has doesn't done it in the past. Not lying. Go listen to her last live, and you will hear. So, um, Brixton's Brave says, I hope he doesn't get into serious trouble because of his trade out. I agree. That dog would have been euthanized if it wasn't for Rico. So you gonna get in trouble for helping a dog stay alive. Like that's weird to me. But like I said, you don't know what people are sitting and what people are doing. People are very messy. Like people are messy. So um now going back to the whole limitation system, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that's gonna fizzle and stuff like that. And for Lim, to be honest, I don't think Lemon needs to go anywhere except from his couch to his bed because he's created a lot of enemies on here, and people are just for what I can observe, waiting for the opportunity to just show their disdain for him. So I think he needs to just stay his ass at home. Uh, to be honest, for real, he don't need to go nowhere. And this whole I'm hearing, I didn't hear because I don't really watch over there. He paying people for trips and shit like that. Who knows if that's true? Who knows? But I mean, that's stupid. Why would you do that? I guess if you have to get certain people there, you can. But what's going to happen when they renege on that? Like, how you gonna get their money back? You know. So that's how I feel like you really set yourself up to kind of get scammed. Um, if somebody sits up there and said they coming, and then they pull out, how you gonna get your money back? You know what I mean? You're not an authorized vendor or business, so I don't know. But like somebody was asking me the other day. I said it could be a very addictive and euphoric feeling to feel like you have the ability to just reach in your pocket and pay, pay for people. He may feel like he may enjoy that he can sit up there and decimate Tracy verbally as long as he sends her $40 in a cash app, or that he could buy, people's quietness if he continues to pay them. I just think that's like, oh, now you paying for hotel rooms or stuff. I was just like, okay, but I know the biggest regret he's going to have is like, damn, I wasted that money, you know. So because those people don't. Oh, they're not going to be loyal to you. Once the money runs out, they're going to like show their true colors. And you already pissed them off, so I mean, it's not like they're going to like have any reason to be loyal to you, So I don't know. Yeah, I think it's $40, Miss Piggy, to be honest. But that might be, I don't know if that's per day appearance fee, but I think it's $40. Nicky J says, "Hey, SKN needs to take Lemon needs to take his money and put it on himself, like his teeth and his eyes." I agree. I totally agree. He needs to do some self enhancement, but I don't. Something's going on over there. Like they broke it down the other day as to why he don't get a computer, and it's like he don't get a computer because he can't see. So when you got a cell phone, you can hold that bad boy up to your face. I guess if you blind or can't see, right? So what would be put yourself in a position of someone who having vision problems? Why would you go get a computer when you know you can't really see that well? You will more inclined to get a phone because you could put it up to your face easier. And I'm like, y'all breaking it down. Y'all breaking it down. And then y'all saying why he don't use the money that he has because I don't know, y'all. It is weird because the lemon that was with Avatar Nation never came across as this stupid. Never came across as this inept. He came across as actually a functioning human being, like for real, for real. He had a schedule. He did what he had to do as an adult, and that was that. I didn't ask about his private life or anything like that. That's because that's part of Avatar Nation. We don't delve into people's private lives. Like you only share what you want to share. We don't pry, and that's it. And if you share anything, it's because you wanted to, not because we pried into you and tried to dig up as much information as we could. That's our mantra, and that's what we stand by. But Lemon, he just seemed very like it seemed like he had his shit together. What's up, something sweet? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. As much as he could. Like I'm gonna tell you, Lemon for what I thought, Lemon had a schedule where he did what he had to do, and then he came on when he came on, right? That's what he's, I mean, a couple of times he said he was on break or whatever. I don't, but this person, I don't know who that is. Like, I never got any kind of inkling that that was going on. I never heard no mama in the background, nothing. So I don't know who that is. That's just like, I don't know. Like I tell you, I'm numb because that person that y'all see now is not who sat by me for 4.5 years. Nah, that's. I mean, I'm straight 100 on that. So I don't know what transpired because, like I tell you, that break, like I feel that something happened during that break. I never asked, I never pried, right? Because it's all about you share what you want to share, and that was it, right? He wasn't obligated to come. There was no arrangement for him to come. He came on when he came. So and I never want nobody ever holding on my head that, oh, you asked me to come when I was grieving. Nope. The show will go on. So if I said if he want to come back, he'll come back. So that's how I feel. That's how it happened. What's up, Heavy Bear? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. How you doing? Something sweet. Hope you're having a sweet day. Yeah, Ron Peters. You said this new lemon is a totally different guy. He used to be a good actor. Yeah, I think he sustained. You know what, Bristol? He may have got into a fight. He may have got into a fight. Something happened. They knocked out his teeth. They busted his eye, and maybe crushed his skull. I don't know. Maybe something happened. I mean, cause damn, you go to bed with your do rag on, unless you trying to hide that. He got the Jay Wilson, which is baldness. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, the weird thing is, Ness. Did you not see all this in Vegas though? Did you not see? I guess you could say he was wearing grills. Then he had his glasses, and but I'm like, Ness, you, Mickey Jackson said that's a meth mouth. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that alcohol got a hold of him. That's something I do know. So you know, that's something I do know. Because when he was over here, he used to drink, but it wasn't. I don't think it was. He got a little tipsy at times, but not like he gets now. But it is what it is. Anything else? I don't think there's nothing else going on in this area, to be honest. Right? Do we miss anything? Um, Catherine Powell, you a messy busybody because she hopped up on Jay Wilson was like, Brian Lemon did not say he would hit you. And I'm like, okay, Captain Power everywhere. So I'll take it for where it is. Because it was like, he said, what was it? Oh, was it? Yeah, Shakim, about Shakim. And then somebody popped up and says, well, Captain, he said that, but he said it after. Because somebody said, what if Brian comes and tries to defend Shakim and all that? And then that's when Lemon said he'll do that or whatever. So, Catherine, if you were there, why did you leave out that part of Lemon then saying that? Like, it was weird to me. Like, you were trying to, you threw off the whole vibe kind of a little bit because Brian had apologized. And Brian said, oh, I'm sorry, Lemon, if you did not say that. But then Brian came back once he heard the truth. He was like, oh, I take back my apology. And it was because of Captain Powell. And you could have easily followed up your statement by saying, "Oh, but he did say that after." Catherine, you a messy. Loud. I was like, was that intentional that she left that out? Because people come up there trying to protect certain people and conveniently leave things out. So I was just very interested. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah. But other than that, that's all I really got. Anybody got any questions? To be honest, because I don't. I think that's it. Really, what we talking about? Nescation. That's it. Lolo. They said Lolo over there planning a looking for hotel rooms and stuff like that. Somebody told Lolo she need to sit this out. She said, Lolo, ain't you what you went through the last trip? Like you need to probably need to sit this one out because don't forget what Lemon imitated you as. Like you know, but I don't know. It's just like it's just very interesting. The characters that are on here. Oh, and then Olivia. Woo! Binary. What did you do to Olivia? Because Olivia cursed you straight the hell out. She called you a he-man woman hater. Because I think he was going in on Sassy or her hair or something like that. All right, interesting. But Olivia, you got a lot to say when you need to say nothing. For real, like for real, like for real. Because you be sucking up under certain people's bosoms and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I see you the long way. I see you. Like Olivia acts like what they call them. Olivia is a female groupie. That's what Olivia is. Olivia is a female groupie because she be sucking on all them other female content creators virtual titties. Okay, I'm for real. Kimmy, I love you, Kimmy. Now she got an infatuation with 7 stars. I'm like, oh. And who the other one she said she like? It's somebody else she said she love. She loved the perform. And I'm like, you just nothing but a groupie. You just a elderly groupie, an AARP recipient groupie. I was just like, can you not show your fandom any harder? Oh, anyway. Lord, Brixton. Binary was right about Sassy though. Listen, like I said, Sassy voice sounds older than that picture. So I don't know where they got that picture from. I don't know if it's from college or whatever, but Sassy voice now sounds older than that picture. So Olivia don't do no more than nah. She do a lot more. She's a provocateur. She's a provocateur of male hatred in this area. She likes to galvanize the women up and then come against men, right? Oh, them men, they always coming after a black woman. They always coming after a black woman, and they want to prop up other races and all of that. She is a provocateur. She always gonna side on the side of a woman, and even if a man is fair, she always gonna sit up there and do that. That's why I said she ain't got no man. She over there talking she got a man. We know she ain't got no damn man. Ain't got no damn man. You ain't got no damn man. And if you did have a damn man, you drove his ass away. Okay, you sure did. You sure did. We know you drove it with your nagging ass. What man want to sit up there and hear you sniff all damn day? I know, Olivia. I know you got motherfucking halitosis with all that mucus going up and down your damn throat, in and out your nose. Who want to say? I bet when he said, "Oh, come here, baby, kiss me," he said, no, I pass." Come on now, over there. That's why you so. That's why you so mad at me because you ain't got no one. Your mean ass. Ooh, so mean. Just tell. When the last time you done anything with your man? You always talk, oh, my family, my family, my family. But you ain't done nothing. What you doing with your man? What you doing? When did you and your man ever go out? We'll never hear you ever going out. Ever going out. Oh, my man gonna ready to take me out. Oh, my man surprised me with some roses. Ooh, my man had a succulent dinner. My man gave me a nice back massage. Nothing. Never. Nothing. I don't think giving you a back massage is that damn couch you sit in every damn day. Anyway, Toy Tay, is your Toy or Tay? Oh, Toy. Savage says that pic came from Ness. She posted on her page for 2 minutes allegedly Ness and Sassy used to talk on the phone. But Toy, I know where that picture came from. But if you see that picture, everything else in the background has been it's a term for that has been cropped out. So if you look at the picture, it's been everything in the background has been cropped out only just to show her. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is something else going on here. So, but thank you for the information, Toy. Now, Toy, you remind me of this particular person. Don't well, you look like a mix between Cuba Gooding Jr. and Shamar Moore. Not that I'm judging you, I just gotta be honest about what your avatar looked like. Now, I was watching the damn SWAT movie because not SWAT movie because Shamar Moore he still got his sitcom. Like, is this sitcom? I don't know. His show come on SWAT. That's Tay. No, that's Toy. Child, let me zoom in. Oh, my bad, Toy. Tay. The A and the O looking like. Thank you, Natasha. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's Tay. Okay, well, Tay. Um, Shamar Moore, he look old. He got old. Shamar Moore got old. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he took Ozempic too or what. But he got all shrunken in the face. He just looked older. And I'm like, who is your agent? No, we're about to call him Tay. No, who is your agent, Shamar Moore? Who is your agent? And you need to get rid of that goatee. That's aging you. You over there looking like Jay Wilson, Shamar Moore, like a old gray hair master. Like for real. Like Shamar Moore, what are you doing? Like Shamar Moore is like Jay Wilson. They don't have no brand awareness. Like Shamar Moore, like, what are you doing? It's like I know he and then the episode I saw him in, he was mad because he got stopped by this white cop. And he was like, and he and the cop had a heart to heart conversation. And the cop was telling him, Shamar Moore was telling, oh, you stopped me because I'm black. No, the cop's like, no, because you did a hard lane change or some shit like that. And then he goes to, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, though. I didn't see the whole thing, but then Shamar Moore's mad in his hotel room with his girl. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of him always, and nothing ever changes. And I'm like, Shamar, like, it was just, I understand where he's coming from the profiling, but I'm like, Shamar, like you had a niche, but it looked like he sacrifices that niche for Ozempic. Like what? I don't know what he took. I don't know. Y'all go look at that. Go look him up on his SWAT. So he don't look the same. He actually looked like. Oh no, I ain't gonna no, I ain't gonna get that. I was about to say he looked like Jay Wilson. No, no, I ain't gonna no compare. But he no. But then he run around with a bald head. Shamar Moore run around with a bald head too. And I'm like, oh, if Jay Wilson can get Ernest, don't you think Shamar Moore could get Ernest too? I was just like, I wish they would have a sit down with Shamar Moore and say, tell me about the evolution of your acting career and why did you drop? Because I don't know, y'all. It was just weird. It's like, I don't know. I guess when you get older in Hollywood, you don't get to pick your roles. And I guess that might be in a position where he didn't get to pick his role. But tell me about he lost weight though. But I'm going maybe he had to lose weight. We don't know these people's private medical information. But I'm like, why did he lose weight to the point where he looked like an emaciated Jay Wilson or emaciated? I don't know. And then Jay Wilson over there, boy, I cannot wait for Jay Wilson homecoming to come and go. Come and go. One more time for the people in the back. Come and go. Why? Why I wanted to come and go? Because I want to see if he's going to be going to these gyms at 11 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock, and doing all this and getting injections in his forehead and in his butt and all that. I want to see all that if that's going to continue. Because we know he could fall off the rails. We know that he wants him some habanero wings. We know that he wants some Chick-fil-A. We know the only thing that's stopping him because he don't want to show up as a fat ass at homecoming. I want to see him. I want to see if he can keep it up. I want to see it. 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 I want to see it because I was just like, mm. And that's crazy. You go and stick some foreign substance in your damn forehead so that people can think that your head. So when you start laughing or you make an expression, they don't see them speed bumps on your forehead at your homecoming. That's deep. That is deep. That you willing to inject yourself with that kind of mess because you got a deep discount. Woo! Jay Wilson, them discounts are going to kill you, Jay Wilson, when it comes to your body. You're going to be looking for deep discounts to get abs, right? And they're going to sit up there and put a damn peach in your damn stomach so that you can have a six pack. Like, because you got a deep. Listen, Jay Wilson, if somebody giving you a deep discount, do you think they are giving you a premium product that they paid top quality for? Hell no. They gonna give you something that's close to expiration and see if you live. Any child. Anyway, yes. The test speed bumps. That's what it looked like, and it's so crazy because you could tell he's touching his soul because you actually went and got that done and injected it in your forehead. Boy, you better be glad you didn't have no allergic reaction and that shit didn't blow up and you run around with six damn helium balloons on your head. Like, how would you explain that? It would be, I bet you wouldn't go to homecoming then. Oh Lord, Nikki Jackson says he will be eating everything. Yes, he will be. He's just waiting. He's just waiting. Boy, he waiting. I can tell he waiting. I can tell he waiting. That's sad though. But anyway. Other than anybody else? Did we miss anybody? I really don't talk about Pizarro's child. Anyway. Oh, did you hear Ness said? She said anybody that's unemployed that goes live while she is live, she not supporting them anymore. Can I say that one more time? Yes, she did. Go check it out in her last video. She said anybody that's unemployed and that goes live while she live, she will not be supporting them anymore. I was like, child, who she talking about? You know who she talking about. But I could show you better than I could tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay, this is who Ness was talking about.
Yeah, not like.
I'm telling you, that is how Pizarro sound, and that is how most likely she looked. For real, for real. I'm telling, I boy, and then we already know Pizarro fat because she kind of alluded to it anyway. Something she said. I said, "Oh, she a hefty girl. She a little hefty girl." What's up, Illuminati, Illuminegro? Oh, Lord, that's a long name. What's up, minority? But yeah, child, Pizarro, mm. The sound of unintelligence, boy. I tell you, that was one. That would be it. Okay. Um, Let me see what else you're saying. Oh, you just chilling, minority? Okay, I hear you. I hear you. All right. Other than that, listen, y'all. Smoking this gas, child, don't blow up. Watch. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's about to be October 1st. What's up, ATL gal? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, it's about to be October 1st tomorrow. Watch these people. Brianna gonna be coming back begging. She gonna say, "Child, I need some money. I need some money for a bra." She gonna say she needs some money for a chair. She said she gonna need some money for her hair. Watch. That's the first person. Listen to those who have abandoned y'all. Brianna don't even use y'all or consider enough to use y'all as a study break. She. I'm just telling you. Pay attention for when they try to come back and ask you for your money. At least ODS try to come up in the middle of the night with the werewolves or something, try to keep y'all entertained. But watch, and then she gonna come over entitled. Watch, she'll come. I'm just telling you, telling you. Just watch. October, November, December. Okay, watch. Wow, I'm just telling you. Pay attention. Now the only one who have maybe earned it is Pizarro, but she be begging all the time. So, it's just the holidays is just a regular exaggerated day of begging for her. To be honest. To be honest, I hope we don't ever find out she ain't no kids. Pizarro, if we find out you ain't had no damn kid, woo, the whole sector will turn on your ass. The whole sector turn on your ass. Anyway, all right, y'all. That's all I got. I don't know nothing else, but y'all pay attention to this to what's going on in this world. To be honest, um, because like they said, the government gonna shut down. And the thing I feel about this shutdown, I feel like before the other shutdowns, they got things, they wanted her to get things rectified, right? Because it affected so many things. But this one, with this administration, I wouldn't be surprised if they sit it out a couple of days. For real, for real. I honestly do. I honestly feel, and I feel like the Democrats might sit up there and hold it off too because they want them cuts for Medicaid to be reversed. But child, I'm just pay attention, y'all. Pay attention, and you never know. They sneaky. They might use the government shutdown to do something else. Oh, we couldn't do it through the normal way, so we had to enact a what they call them, a circumstantial uh preclusion or provision or something like that. I'm like, just be careful, y'all. And then the stock market, how the stock market going up, 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 and everybody losing their damn job. How that work? But they often say Wall Street don't reflect Main Street. What? I'm like, And did y'all know EA got bought for $55 billion cash? In case you don't know who EA is, that's Electronic Arts that make the Madden game and the FIFA game. 55 billion, and they taking it private. I was like, wow. I was just like, okay. So there are people playing video games, just in case y'all don't. So, oh, you too old to be playing video. Well, for what? Somebody just got paid $55 billion for video games. So somebody playing some damn video games. Okay, okay. It's a very lucrative market if you do it right. And because then they added stuff in the game that relate to real world currency. Brixton could be over there and buy a virtual T-shirt for $5, and you know what? She bought it for $5, but she can only use it obviously in virtual land. But that's real $5. People miss the disconnect. How that's real money that these people are paying or their kids are paying from their mama's account. It don't matter where it come from. It's still money at the end of the day. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Be the change y'all want to see in the world. Health is wealth. Please enjoy these times that we're going through right now because we never know what's to come in the future. Remember, y'all, we almost through year one. And there's a lot of stuff that happened in year one. We got 3 more years to go. Okay. How can they get rid of him? Did you see him and Hegseth did that terrible speech to your army generals? Yeah, I heard about it before I came on here. I heard about it. And they talk about the physical fitness stuff and all this stuff and getting women out the military. And he was like, oh, if women can't uphold the same physical standards as men, then they need to be out of here. They don't need to be part, like, he didn't say out of here, but that's the form of discrimination that we do need. I was like, ooh, what? I was like, what? How you, ooh, where my clip at? I was like, when he said that, that's the form of discrimination we do need. Women cannot uphold to the physical standards of a man. I was like, ooh. Yeah. So I don't know. And I think this is intentional, Brixton, because the one thing to do is to insult your top admirals, right? Because that creates immediate disrespect from an international perspective regarding other world powers and their protective arms, like they're different infantries of what they call them, armed services and stuff like that. So when you do that and your own Leadership is doing that to your established generals, which have years of training experience. That one creates low morale, and that signals to me, the broader international world, that this may be a time to pounce and to see if we have any shortcomings from a military standpoint. So it's very stupid to do that out in the open, and then one where it can be broadcasted to all across the world. But to me, I think they dog whistling to the international community that, hey, we might be. And then on top of that, when you talk about the government closure, then like I said, they're looking at this as an opportunity to get rid of even more employees. And what we did in the first cut, or what they did, not we, is they got rid of a lot of seasoned veterans who worked in these departments who had historical knowledge that I don't think was ever retained. And now you lose that when we're trying to combat countries like China and Russia and any other threat. They're now just been dismissed, and they feel disrespected, that they have no incentive to even try to help the U.S. prevail. Somewhat like Rump. Rump feels totally disrespected by what he had to go through, whether or not what your opinion is. He's on a whole retaliatory mission right now to get vengeance against those who caused that, of what he had to endure during his tenure in the White House and after. So, yeah. Brixton Babe says he needs to make it to year two. Well, listen. I wouldn't be surprised, Brixton, if he's sitting up there working with another international government to do what he wants to do. I honestly, which pretty much what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be surprised. We've been sold out. I would, the way when he went around all those international not companies, international countries. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he sold us out. But we shall see. I hope not. But at the end of the day, God controls all, right? God controls all. So don't put your faith in man, put your faith in God. But that's what I was saying. All right, y'all. What is that saying? Something, it says, "What is it for a man to gain the world but lose his soul?" Just think about that. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. If you want to send a gesture, feel free to do so. $sign Crown. Please make sure you thumbs up the live. Hopefully, you learned something doing this live. And if not, hopefully, it's giving you a break from reality. Bye, y'all. Thank you to my wonderful moderators and Avatar Nation loyalties. Y'all take care. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. Woo, child. Who want to see Pizarro one more time? No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna give you that torture. All right. We'll talk to you later. Here we go. Bye, y'all. See you later.
Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by.
All right, y'all. Take care. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.